Imagine you're walking down a beautiful Florida beach and you're expecting clear and pristine water, but instead what you're seeing is this nasty green sludge and corpses of dead fish scattered all over the place. This is a result of Florida's worsening water quality crisis. Florida's water quality is deteriorating due to nutrient pollution, agricultural runoff, and outdated waterway systems. This is causing algal blooms that are threatening both human and environmental health. We must take immediate action to stop this crisis in order to secure the future of our Florida waterways and protect not only environmental health but also our personal and economic health as well. This is relevant because every Floridian relies on clean water, whether for drinking, recreation, or tourism. I have researched this topic from books, academic journals, newspapers, and credible websites, and I have also personally experienced this issue. Today, I will explain the scale of this water quality crisis and why we must act to stop it by going over the severity of this issue, the causes, and proposing practical solutions that may alleviate this problem. Let's start by understanding the severity of this issue. Florida's rivers and lakes are increasingly contaminated with algal blooms. According to a 2023 government report by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, 900 miles of rivers and 300,000 acres of lakes are impaired with nutrient pollution. Algal blooms create a toxin that damages liver health and causes respiratory problems and the death of marine life. This crisis also threatens Florida's economy and public health. During red tide, coastal property values dropped by 15 to 30%. And according to a 2024 published newspaper by the Tampa Bay Times, a study was done and it concluded that if a bloom like the one that kneecapped Collier, Charlotte, and Lee counties in 2005, 2006, and 2018 struck in 2024 or 2025, Collier, Charlotte, and Lee counties would see a loss of $460 million in commercial and recreational fishing, 43,000 jobs, $5.2 billion in local economic output, and $17.8 billion in property values. So what's causing this water quality crisis? One of the causes is agricultural runoff. Large-scale farms are releasing fertilizers that contain chemicals like phosphorus into nearby waterways. According to Barnett, an environmental journalist who also wrote the book Mirage, Florida and the Vanishing Waters of the Eastern U.S., during heavy rains, these chemicals and nutrients flow into rivers and lakes, feeding algae growth. Another cause is our aging waterway systems. Many of Florida's wastewater systems are over 40 years old. According to a peer-reviewed journal published by the American Chemical Society in 2020 and authored by Krista Capps, an ecologist, aging and poorly maintained septic systems compromise the integrity of waterways throughout the U.S. And the last cause would be weak environmental policies. And one example of that would be budget cuts to Florida's Department of Environmental Protection have reduced inspection and enforcement within the last decade. Now, I have shared with you the severity of this issue and the key causes, and now I would like to provide some practical solutions to possibly alleviate this problem. The first solution would be to have stronger environmental regulations. Enforcing stricter limits and penalties on nutrient runoff is key to solving this problem, because then you'd have no chemicals and nutrients flowing into the waters and causing algae growth. And also supporting state initiatives like the Clean Waterways Act. The second solution would be infrastructure modernization. Investing in modern waterways and stormwater management systems, and expanding funding to restore wetlands that naturally filter pollutants. And the last solution that I have is community action. Encouraging Floridians to reduce fertilizer use and join cleanup initiatives, and supporting local watershed groups. With stronger policies, modern infrastructure, and public commitment, Florida can turn the tide on red tide. Florida's water crisis isn't just an environmental issue. It's also a health, economic, and moral issue. Florida's water quality is deteriorating due to nutrient pollution, agricultural runoff, and outdated waterway systems, which is causing algal blooms that threaten both human health and environmental health. And we must take immediate action to alleviate this problem for the sake of not only environmental health, but our own personal and economic health. Today, I have explained the scale of this crisis and why we must act to stop it by going over the severity of this issue, the key causes, and providing some practical solutions that can alleviate this problem. Florida's identity is built around water, from our springs and beautiful beaches to our Everglades. If we act now, we can preserve these waters for future generations. If we don't, we risk losing something that is part of our identity as Floridians. The choice is ours. Thank you.